What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTubes? That's right. It's me, Bobby C, a.k.a. Catfish, bringing you another episode of the Volunteer Roadshow, powered by Roadshow Sports. I tell you what, I get to watch a lot of YouTube on the road, and sometimes I come across some pretty interesting YouTube videos. And I came across this one YouTube video about the New Orleans Saints fans having a boycott bowl. I don't know if y'all have heard about this, but this is the first time I've heard about it. Now, granted, news seems to trickle to me a lot slower than those in the civilian, non-trucking public, like most of you. So y'all probably seen this, but this is a news broadcast from, I think it's New Orleans station, because they had somebody down there, looked like Mardi Gras going on. And I tell you what, I want y'all to watch this with me, and I'll tell you at the end what I think. I've only watched a couple of minutes of it, and I said, man, I've got to make a video about this. I got about halfway through, and I'd had enough. But let's watch this together, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this stuff going on down there at the Boycott Bowl this past Sunday down in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Well, at least it's over. The game that just about everybody thought should have featured the Saints is done. And in this town, let's face it, the Super Bowl wasn't super. You can't deny that what happened here at the Superdome 2 weeks ago robbed the Saints of their chance at glory. And for as long as Houdat Nation has a memory, this season will have a big fat asterisk on it.
So what can we do about that no call? We've seen the billboards, the lawsuits, and the NFL try to explain the inexplicable. So today, instead of giving the satisfaction of their support, the black and gold faithful in ways big and small sent a message that the Houdat Nation won't forget, and perhaps more importantly, won't quit. Our coverage of the game, the protests, and that lingering thought of what could have been begins with Kristen Pierce.
All week, we heard people talking about boycotting the Super Bowl. Well, today, they followed through on those plans. Thousands of people were out here today at the Boycott Bowl on Fulton Street. Right now, crews are packing up, but we're going to show you what it looked like earlier. Across the country, it's Super Bowl Sunday, but in New Orleans, it's Boycott Bowl.
I'm not watching it. I'm just not watching it because it wasn't fair.
And in case you were wondering, are you still mad?
Yeah.
Saints fans are still upset about that no call in the NFC Championship game. Today they took out their frustrations on a referee piñata, the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, and pretty much the entire NFL.
Great idea, because it did allow me to take frustration out and laugh and get it all out.
Houdat, baby! And although Saints fans would rather be in Atlanta with the boys in black and gold, this is New Orleans and we do things differently.
It almost feels just like an overrun jazz fest and Mardi Gras combined into one.
I'm mad about the Saints no call. I think they shouldn't have called that flag, but we all have to get over it, you know.
We didn't see anything! No!
Thousands of people put on their Sunday's best, which is Saints gear, and headed to Fulton Street for Boycott Bowl. Mayor LaToya Cantrell and City Councilwoman Helena Moreno joined the party, and it was a huge party. In the end, some of Houdat Nation ended up watching the game.
Yeah, you know. My friend's a Cowboys fan, so we had to watch football.
We were never going to boycott, but we're still robbed!
But the overall feeling in the Crescent City is NFL, nah. And Karen and Ton, I have to say, when we went to the Rusty Nail, we talked to people who said they are not going to watch the Super Bowl at all. But when we went back later on, the game was on and everyone was watching it. So it will be interesting to see how many people actually watch the Super Bowl. Reporting live at Ernst Cafe, Kristen Pierce, Eyewitness News.
Well, y'all saw it. I tell you what, I get it. As a fan, I hate to be robbed. And you know what, New Orleans, y'all had plenty of other opportunities to win that game, and that wasn't a touchdown. You don't know that you're going to score. I do think it's going to probably cause the league to look at maybe reviewing those types of plays. I don't know. You know, there's been somebody make a video about that, about there was a hands to the face, but, you know, that's all subjective. But that was definitely a bad call. And I don't know if Who Dat Nation is ever going to get over it. You know, one of our new members of Roadshow Sports, Bishop Bullwinkle, is a big Saints fan. And let me ask you something, Wink. Do you think that the Saints fans are ever going to get over this no call and not going to the Super Bowl?
To the no. To the no. Come on. Hell to the no. To the no. To the no.
Well, he says they ain't ever going to get over it. I think that's hilarious. But look, Saints fans, there's always next year. I realize y'all had probably one of the best shots y'all had in a while to get to the Super Bowl. I know it hurts. I didn't want to see Brady win just as much as you didn't want to see him win. I know you didn't like the Rams being in the place of the Saints in your mind in the Super Bowl, but hey, it's football. There's always going to be bad calls. Always. There was other opportunities in the games. And I just say, Who Dat Nation, get over it, lick your wounds, and come back for more next year. Now, I don't think you're going to have the opportunity that you had like you had this year. Now, y'all got a VFL, a Tennessee Vol, Alvin Kamara. He's a great running back, and I think he's going to be there for a while, and he's going to be a stud for the Saints. Now, I don't know how much longer Drew Brees is going to be there, but as long as Drew Brees is there, I think y'all have a shot to at least make the playoffs. And, hey, if the Eagles can make it to the playoffs like they did last year and just find a way to win and win the whole thing and beat the Patriots, then I don't see any reason why the Saints can't do it. But, you know, this boycott the bowl, that's your prerogative. I didn't watch it either. I listened to it on the radio. But I want to know in the comments what y'all think about these Saints fans that boycotted the Super Bowl and had their own bowl called Boycott Bowl. Put in the comment section what you think. And if you're new here, hit that subscription button. We're going to be doing football all throughout the offseason. We got the LIII coming up this next weekend. I'm going to cover some of that. College football is what we do here mostly. We got National Signing Day this Wednesday. So there's still some football to talk about. But my Vols, Tennessee men's basketball team, we're on fire. We're number one in the country. And we're going to be number one all the way down to the end. So y'all know what's coming next. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. The Who Dat Nation is some kind of upset, and y'all probably ain't going to the Super Bowl next year either. I promise you that.